Hey everybody, welcome back to Matthew Kelly Pottery. I hope you are doing well. Today we get to unload a gas reduction firing, and I'm pretty excited because I think there's some pretty neat things in here, but we're getting ready to find out. So let's go. Alright everybody, one quick announcement before we open this door. I don't have another online sale scheduled yet, but I have had to change my next wood firing, so we're actually not going to be firing in October, we're actually going to be firing in November. And my in-person sale that I was going to have the end of October is actually going to be November 19th through the 21st. There's an event in Seagrove that same weekend, so I'm just going to coincide with that, the celebration of Seagrove Potter's studio tour. And we're going to fire my wood kiln early November and then have everything out for that. So I may do an online sale before that, but most likely not. Most likely the next online sale I'll have will probably be early December. And so anyway, just wanted to give you a heads up. So no more waiting. Let's open the door and see what's in here. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh man. I've only done that one picture, I think back in June, with this combination of the red slip with the red dripping down over it. And actually the guy who bought it actually came here to my studio, and while he was here he's like, you know that picture you made? He said, I'm the one who bought it. And I'm like, that's the only one I've made like that, and I have a few more pieces in this one like that. So anyway, let me take the camera off the tripod so I can snap a picture real quick, and then we'll get to the actual unloading and showing you the pot. Now we get the super fun part of taking them all out, showing them to you, and looking them over, cleaning them up, and then I've got a bunch of pots to glaze to fill it up again, or at least mostly full again. I don't know if it'll be completely full. Alright, I don't know what I want to take out first. Alright, so this is one of my new carved mugs, and this has strontium crystal magic and green tea, and then my ash glaze on the base and then sprayed so it would make that drip. That's pretty sweet, like that. And then the inside, if you can see that. Alright. Alright, I did a test on this one. So this one is the Strontium Crystal Magic green tea on the top, and then I dipped the bottom in the Rutile blue. That's pretty sweet. I like that combination, and I like where they come together there. Yeah, just trying some different combinations there, but that one's pretty sweet. I had a couple comments about my Sgraffito pot in there, or actually I had a customer here a couple days ago, and he said, I like the way you say that. He said, but it's really Sgraffiato. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not, Italian, so I just said it the American way. So apologize about that, but I've got a couple more small ones like this that I'm gonna fire in the next firing. And I have I had one of these that I was going to put online for my sale in like June, and I decided to keep it because it was the first one I'd ever made. So decided to make a couple more, and I think I'm onto something that I really like, so you'll be seeing more of that. Alright, here is the yes, woohoo, look at that. So I did the Strontium Crystal Magic and my copper red, and the base was just sprayed with my black slip. And so the inside is completely lined with the copper red, and what I really wanted was these really thick, heavy drips to go down over that black slip, and I think we did it. That's pretty sweet. Oh gosh, I love how thick and bubbly those drips are. That is pretty sweet, and all the richness of the color in there. Oh man. And then we got a picture, much the same, with the black slip and that strontium crystal magic and copper red, and look at the blues that it makes in there. Oh, look at that one, that drip. Yeah, boy. Alright, here's the strontium crystal magic green tea, and then my ash glaze. Still another great combination there. This picture was just in my rutile blue, and I dipped the top a second dipping just down to like here, and then you can see it actually ran all the way down, like halfway down the picture, so that's pretty neat. A little monochromatic, but I just wanted to have one in the rutile blue with the double dip and see what it looked like. Strontium crystal magic, copper red, and then rutile blue. You'll see several of these in here. That's been a new favorite glaze combination. That's a pretty wild combination, but that's pretty neat. All right, here's a couple more in that glaze combination. Here's one. I did this one in a Instagram video where I carved the side of it, and I thought it would be best to have that in like this rutile blue where it would show off the carving a little bit. There's another one. Yeah, that copper red's a little pinky there, but I think the top of that one makes up for it. Here's a picture in my, I called it golden blue, or golden, I can't remember what I called that, but anyway, this is a blue that I've been using for a while, and I use the strontium crystal magic underneath it. One of the neat things it does with the blue is you get these gold, like little crystals in there. If you can see that, it's pretty sweet, especially when you get it in some good light. And so that's that. Alright, here's another one in strontium crystal magic, green tea from Mako, and then my ash glaze. And here's a picture in the same glaze combination. I love how that green tea gets almost like a peacock feather look in it. Got those darker splotches in it. That's pretty sweet. Woo, a couple more pictures with the drippy red. Yes. Look at that. Those are sweet. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Alright, here's another one. What kind of drips does it have? Oh, look how thick that one is, and it's got blue right in it. Oh gosh. That's cool. Alright, here's one that I decided to carve the top on to make it at an angle. I was inspired by some photos of other pieces I'd seen like that. One thing I need to do, I'm going to do some more of these. One thing I need to do is usually I leave the rim of my pieces when I throw them a little bit thicker than just below that. If I'm going to carve them, I need to leave more thickness down in here so that when I carve it, this doesn't get really thin. It's still not super thin, but it's thinner than I would like. But I really think that's cool, having the top cut at an angle. Here's a picture in Winterwood and Norse blue. And Winterwood's a bit, maybe it's on thicker, but it's not as shiny as it was last time I fired it, but it's still pretty cool. Here's a vase in the same combination. See, that one's a little bit shinier. It could just be placement in the kiln too. Many of you know I'm doing a custom order of these, more of these Supreme Court, North Carolina Supreme Court cups, and I have an order for a couple pictures. The Chief Justice and one of the other justices of the North Carolina Supreme Court wanted some of these, so I made some cups and pitcher sets. So this will be the pitcher, and there's the cup that goes with it. So in that blue and gold, it's a great combination. Two more pictures with that. I went ahead and fired this one even though I saw the medallion was cracked, but I'm like, I've already put all that work into it. The medallion on it cracked and drying, so this one, we'll see what happens with that one, but either way, I got an extra one. Alright, one more vase. This one is in Strontium Crystal Magic and then Norse Blue, which definitely turned a bit more green than blue, but still nice. I'm also doing ornaments again for our hospice. They buy them from me. I sell them to them at a discounted rate, and then they use them as a fundraiser. So on the back it's stamped with Hospice of the Piedmont, a Hospice of Randolph, and the year. And so I'll string these up, and they'll start selling these for a fundraiser for Christmas. Alright, I got a bunch more of these Supreme Court mugs on this shelf and just throughout the kiln, but and I got a few more of these to fire, but they look like they turned out really well, so excited about that because they're a pain in the butt. Alright, I got some bowls in here with my red slip, and then the rutile blue, and then the outside is the ash glaze, and then some of them I do my ash glaze on the rim as well, so you can see the difference there in the way those two look. The ash glaze also makes the rutile blue a little bit darker there on the just below the rim, which is nice too. A couple larger bowls with that. That's got the red slip dots, and then neat the way that they the slip trailed kind of down, or like the glaze ran around it, and they made those little lines underneath it. And then here's one with a kind of a geometric pattern there and the dots. Nice. Here's some more mugs in the Strontium Crystal Magic, copper red, and then rutile blue. Cool combinations. A couple more like that. Got some swirls in the cup. And here's one of my carved ones. Oh man, I need to put these other two down. Ooh man, look at that. The way the red dripped down in there and then left the rutile blue on the elevated part. And then look at around the base. I only carved two when I carved this part too, but I think I need to start doing all of them with that. And then here, watch this. And then it's just nice deep copper red on the inside. That's a cool cup, man. Golly. Oh man. Here's one of the carved mugs with the bigger. This is the one I carved with a Kemper tool. It was like a round tool that I carved like a bigger chunks, bigger facets I should say, and then I just dipped it in my rutile blue because I knew it would break really well. And that, man, that's crazy. And then you get the swirl on the bottom. That's a wild cup. Definitely have to do more of those too. Golly. I knew I wanted some of these carved mugs, but I'm like, I just don't have time to carve a ton of them before my show. But, God, look at that. There's the second one that I carved around the base too. And then inside. So, unless you don't like blue, those are pretty impressive cups. Whew. Oh man. Alright, so I've never tried this combination on a bowl before, so I tried the Strontium Crystal Magic, copper red, and rutile blue on some bowls. That's pretty wild. Man, look at the pattern in there too. That's cool. And I did it on the outside too. So with these, actually, normally I do the Strontium Crystal Magic, the copper red, and then on like a vase, I'll dip the outside in rutile blue, like just a little bit past the red. On this one, I actually had to do the rutile blue first, inside and out, and then do the Strontium Crystal Magic, and then pour on the copper red. which it worked, definitely. All right, one more of those. Oh man, in a big bowl. Look at that. Woof. And then the outside. Man, that's cool. Alright, here's a couple more carved mugs. So this one we get the combination of the Strontium Crystal Magic, the copper red, and then the Rutile blue going over those large facets. Yeah, buddy, and then the complete copper red on the inside. Man, I think I'm addicted to carving mugs. Here's a couple with winter wood and Norse blue. And I got the swirls inside the in the clay there, and the inside. A couple of these mugs just in the Rutile blue. I thought they'd break a little bit better over the grooves in the clay, but I guess the grooves weren't really sharp enough, so they still look good. So this one I took and I did the dark slip, sprayed on the outside, but then I sanded the edges of so you would get that break in color right on that edge of the carvings. And then I did the copper red on the inside. That's pretty cool. Winter wood and Norse blue and that combination there. So this is Strontium Crystal Magic in Norse blue. And like I said, the blue, this Norse blue, I think it needs to be a little bit thicker because this is, I poured it in, so I would pour it in like this, and then I turned it this way and poured it, and I think that's where it overlapped. So I think that Norse blue needs to be a little bit thicker to get a nice blue like that. And then another one of these. That Rutile blue is a little bit thick. I like to see the swirl on the bottom, but it filled it in. My ash glaze did really well. All right, another cool mug. This one had the winter wood and Norse blue on this carved mug, and once again the way that it acted on those ridges. I love that halo of like gold around those blue drips, and then the same thing in the cracks, but the blue goes a lot farther down, and then where it pops out the bottom. Look at that. That was cool. And then we have some mugs with that glaze combination with the drippy red. Oh, I love that drip. It almost made it all the way to the bottom. I did some of these North Carolina ones in the Norse blue. I think I like the Norse blue one of the best because the way it kind of makes like a dark outline of the where it's not glazed. That's really cool. Here's another Norse blue with Strontium Crystal Magic on a large bowl. And then this is Norse blue and Strontium Crystal Magic, but I didn't glaze all the way down on the inside, and then I did my ash glaze and a little bit of glass accent in the bottom there. Alright, so here's another carved mug with the Norse blue over Strontium. And a carved one just in red, copper red and Strontium. I should have done the Strontium a little bit farther down, but still, that's pretty sweet. Oh man. Okay. Another couple of these. That drip went all the way down on my brand new Advancer shelf. Y'all probably know I got some of those. I have 5 new Advancer shelves. That was part of what was in that crate. I'm pretty sure I can clean that up and make that just fine, but if not, I'll keep it. There's some in the winter wood and Norse blue. Alright, so these were all Strontium and then green tea. And looking pretty good. I like that. Couple strontium and copper red mugs. And then all of these are going to be strontium or Norse blue over the strontium crystal magic. I love these drips in there though. That's sweet. Ooh, what in the world happened to that? Alrighty. That's interesting. I don't know what happened to that one, but it's not good. One of the new advancers, and that's where that mug was sitting, and that'll just scrape right off, which is nice. Have some cereal bowls in the winter wood and Norse blue. Looks a little bit different than it did last time I fired it, so interesting. And here's a carved mug in the winter wood and Norse blue, which I think I already had another one, but it was the other shape. Yes, some peacock platter bowls. Got a couple in the copper red here. One with a carved rim. Yeah. Here's one in the blue. Man, look at that. That's sweet. Alright, a few small platter bowls. Got one with blue and red. Look at that white halo in there. That's crazy. And here's one with, another one with just red. Here's another blue one that's pretty sweet. Here's one with winter wood and Norse blue. That's pretty. The blue, I think the blue needs to be on maybe towards the bottom so it doesn't get as hot. That's a pretty combination there. And then this one is my combination of blue and gold, but I did the gold in dots. And then, so it makes a blue and gold peacock. A little funky. Some strontium and green tea cups. Yeah, looking good. And some bowls. Yeah, I was curious if I was gonna like the green tea on that much of the bowl, and I don't think I do. But it's all good. Actually, is that green tea or is that Norse blue? That might be Norse blue. Yeah, I think that's Norse blue actually. Yeah, that's the green tea. So those are Norse blue. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. They're kind of similar. But either way, this one looks okay. But I think the large space of just one color is a bit much for me. Alright, down to the end, I've got 3 bowls here with winter wood and Norse blue, and they all turned out pretty sweet. And then I got my ash glaze on the outside. Last one, Looks pretty nice. A lot of those crystals in the bottom there give it that nice dark look. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Alright guys, there you go. I will let you know as soon as possible when I'm going to have my next online sale, but for right now I'm focused on my show coming up, and I hope I have nothing left to sell when I get done with the show. I know that won't happen, but if there are a decent amount of gas-fired pieces left after the show, then I probably will do an online sale of those pieces, and then I've already started making a few pieces for my next wood firing, which, like I said, is going to be early November. The kiln opening is going to be November 19th through the 21st, so it's 3 days, 10 to 5 each day. That's in person here at my studio. So all information is on my website. Check that out. Definitely feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well, but I just post to Instagram and Facebook at the same time. Anyway, yeah, don't forget to leave a like on the video, share it if you really enjoyed it, and subscribe before you go if you haven't and you want to see more content like this or my throwing videos and all that stuff. So anyway, thank you for all your support, as I said, and hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you very soon with hopefully another kiln unloading video, and then maybe might even do some video of my show, kind of like set up. You know, might even do it like a time lapse of setting up my booth at the show, and who knows, we'll see. When you get to doing a show, there's a whole lot that goes on that you kind of like, all the video stuff goes out the window. But anyway, we'll see, and we'll try. But anyway, thank you guys, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.